everybody. So I'm here with Gary Worthington. Gary's in charge of all our building. Very, very important man in Screwfix. But Gary, we're going to talk about sustainability, and we're going to talk about air source heat pumps that you've been installing in 150 of our stores already, our new stores. And that's all about sustainability and reducing our carbon footprint. And Screwfix, we've agreed to make a massive investment into more of these. So we're going to be rolling out these heat pumps in a lot of stores over the next couple of years. But listen, Gary, I am not an expert in air source heat pumps. So listen, tell me and tell everybody else, what do they do?
Okay, so what an air source heat pump is. Okay, so in essence, an air source heat pump takes all the air from outside of the building, okay, pumps it through using an electric pump through what's called a liquid refrigerant, okay, and then takes the energy out and pumps the air back into the building, but by then it's got heat in it, yeah? So it works a little bit like a refrigerator, but in reverse, okay? So the great thing is that traditional heating, which we've got in most of our trade counters, is kind of gas or oil, which produces some dirty stuff, which goes into the environment, some carbon. Air source heat pumps are all electric, so there's no carbon going back into the atmosphere, and it takes a small amount of electricity to actually convert into a lot of heat inside the counters. Yeah? And I guess really why they're important to Screwfix in its future going forward, especially around sustainability, is if you look at how much carbon that we emit through those 560 stores, around 7,500 tonnes last year. If we were to eliminate all that through installing air source heat pumps across the estate, that is the equivalent of 7,500 trees being planted.
Wow. Gary, should we bring this to life a little bit? Should we go and have a look at John? And John's going to tell us about how we can manage this from afar to make sure we're using our energy best. And then after John, I think we're going to go and see Sean in Tame. He's going to tell us all the benefits and also what these things look like, just in case you don't know what we're talking about.
Hi, I'm John Allen, the Energy Manager of Screwfix. We are constantly looking at ways of improving energy efficiency and decarbonising our estate. Today I'm going to go through a little bit about Ital, which is the platform that sits behind all our air source heat pump installs.
And this is what we look at for all stores, which are controlled remotely from this system. So we've got the stores on a map here. We've got an interesting thing here which says how many systems there are, and it says how many errors and how many filter maintenances. This is able to be very proactive in maintenance and actually get people there quickly. So I can now go into a store, Radcliffe in Manchester. And the first screen we'll get, this is the two systems that run in the warehouse. So if I go into the warehouse system, it's showing off at the moment. If we want to turn it on for some reason, we just press that button, it will turn the system on. We can then go to advanced, which shows the heating is set from 16 degrees to 19 degrees. And in store, they're permitted to turn this on and off. They're permitted to toggle between 16 and 19 degrees, but not over. But they're prohibited from changing its operation mode. The final useful thing for me is the energy management. So we go into a multi-site comparison, which will bring all our stores up here, and we can toggle up, down. So again, I'll pick Radcliffe as we're in now. We can look at two metrics, kilowatt hours, so the amount of consumption, and we can also look at a system we use to regulate it, so it's kilowatt hours per metre squared. So if we look at Radcliffe, that's about 18 at the moment for 8 months. So if we doubled that, because we've got 3 winter months to come, we'd be looking at about 36 for the year. Some of the older gas-fired stores are running at anywhere from 200 to 350 kilowatt hours per square metre per annum. So I can then go into Radcliffe, which will bring up the consumption of that store for this year. We can go back further if we want. And then if I go into a month, March there, it will bring up the daily consumption for each store. I can then go into to the day, and it gives us a really good usage pattern. So we're using nothing outside hours apart from half a kilowatt, maybe quarter of a kilowatt, which is just where the system's defrosting during the night. And that to me is a great shape for the system.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm the branch manager in the Tame trade counter. This is a newly opened store, and we have the air source heat pump running our heating in store. I've worked in many stores in my time, and this is the most efficient and effective heating system that I've used. It overshadows the gas ones, hands down. So this is where the air is drawn in, and let me take you inside and show you where it comes out. Right, well, it heats fully across the warehouse, which my guys really appreciate, especially during the colder months. We also have some fans above, which help with redistributing the hot air during the colder months and also taking the edge off during the summer months. And more importantly as well, we also all know we're doing our bit for the environment using this system. It's very easy to use. In fact, pretty much everything is done for you.
So really, really important that we do this. Yeah, really, really exciting that actually we've got the investment to do this as well. So how many are we going to do this year?
We're going to do 40 this year. We're going to retrofit some of our worst carbon emitters this year. We're also going to touch some of the stores that we're refreshing this year as well.
Yeah, so that's really exciting. Massive, massive investment. So as Gary said, when we do the refreshes, we're going to be putting those in. We're going to do the worst stores that we've got, which must be a big chunk of our carbon footprint that we're kind of eliminating straight away. Yeah. So that's really, really exciting. But why is this important? So it's important for three reasons, really. I think number one is the environment. So our carbon footprint, we need to reduce that. We need to get on top of that. Yeah. I think secondly, customer and colleague feedback. So in our NPS results, in our engagement results, colleagues and customers really, really conscious about our carbon footprint, and they want to make sure that we're doing the right thing. And then the third thing is, and something that the Screwfix do take really, really seriously, is we want to be a responsible business. Absolutely. Yeah, so we've got to do the right thing. And do you know what? The other important thing for me is we want to do the right thing, don't we?
We do, absolutely.
Yeah. So listen, great, exciting news, great investment, everybody. And watch this space, because you might be getting an air source heat pump very soon.